Hey, it's your girl, Mini-DC88. How is everybody doing? You know my motto, embrace whimsy and have fun creating. So let's have a little fun and change this dress color. How do you like it? Okay, real talk. People has been wondering how I do my ritual transformation which randomize an outfit at the beginning of my live stream, living my whimsy life to the max. Today I'll be going into the details of how to do that so you can apply it and add your personal touch to fit your branding. I can absolutely see a magical girl VTuber change the transformation ritual to hearts and bubbles with sparkling sound effect, or a cloud VTuber do the transformation ritual with flying cards and spotlight with circus music playing, or a cyber VTuber with glitching effect and slot machine sounds. The sky is the limit. Please tag me on my socials if you have successfully used this tutorial to set up your transformation ritual. I would love to see your creations. You can also set up Twitch channel point redeem to let your viewers do the magic transform during stream. The tutorial will also cover how to set the system up if you have multiple clothing options per body item that you want your viewers to separately redeem. I'll be demonstrating using the Prism Customizable Model, but once you have understand the logic behind it, you can actually apply the method to any Vtube Studio models and items and let your creativity fly high. For this tutorial, I'll be using OBS and Streamer.bot. You can apply it to mix it up both as well if that is what you prefer. If you have never used Streamer.bot, please look it up on how to connect it to Vtube Studio, to your streaming app, and to your streaming platform. It is quite quick and easy to do. When you log in Streamer.bot, it will back up automatically to your PC. Remember to frequently back it up to your cloud, just to be safe. If you have Streamer.bot set it up and everything is running, you are ready to begin this tutorial. Without further ado, let's get into it. You can absolutely do this your way if you understand what you are doing. I'll be talking about my way, which is very foolproof and easy to do. So the Prism model comes with a main model as a floating head and all the different outfit themes as body items. Even if you don't use Prism model, you can still apply this to whimsify the swap out process of your different body clothing items, which many other artists and riggers have been selling. Now, a crucial thing to understand is, for Streamer.bot to be able to pull the items as commanded, the body items need to be already initially pinned in the main model, which is the head, and you also need to save it somewhere so it can call it back anytime you need. For the tutorial to be focused on the title, I will assume that you have already know how to pin the body item to your main model, which is the head. Now, let's say we already have one outfit already pinned it perfectly to our main model. We need to create an item scene and pair it with a hotkey so we can call it back using Streamer.bot whenever you need it. And we will do that by double-click the third green button, create a new item scene. Select. If you have multiple items you want to recall, no matter at the same time or separately, you still need to register their slot for them in the main model by pinning them, creating item scene for them. Also tie them to hotkeys, which I recommend creating them separately for easy swapping them out anytime you like by clicking the item to exclude them from each item scene. This is what I would do if I only want the dress as an item scene. Then you can type the name here. Please make sure to give them all different names or else it won't work, and you can hit save. For example, for this outfit my model is currently wearing, I will need to create separated item scenes for the head accessory, the dress, and the wings. After we are done creating all separated item scene, go to the pink cogwheel, go to the fourth tab on the top left, scroll all the way down to click this plus button. Now we need to tie all our new item scene to hotkeys. You must also give the hotkey different names or else it won't work. Click hotkey action, choose item scene, and call the item scenes. I named it outfit valent, and I also give the hotkey the name outfit valent. Now, when we are all done with that, another question pop up. If the body item only contains a single outfit, it would be easy, right? You are almost done with preparation right there. But what if each body item provides you with the potential of having multiple clothing options that you want your viewers to separately redeem? That is the case of Prism Customizable Model. To solve that problem, we will need to unload the model, move the body item from items to Light2D model folder. Load it up as a model, go to the Font tab. Now we are going to need two types of hotkey. The first thing we need is something to help us wipe the body item to its clean state, so the randomization or redeem won't overlap over each other. You will need to create a hotkey with the name of remove all expression, then the name of your outfit, and put in the hotkey action as remove all expression. We need to name everything differently between each body item because remember, everything needs to be called through the main model. That means after this, we need to bring all these to register their slots in the main model. So make sure every name must be non-identical or else it won't work. It is just like you are having so many pets, and for the sake of telling them from each other, the least you must do is give them different names. The second type of hotkeys we need is for expression, which are your different clothing variation within one body item. I am having 4 variations here. The numbers will depend on how many variations you have per body item, and you need to repeat this for the rest of your outfits. We'll need to do them one by one. I know if you are one of my Prism siblings or you have many body items that contain multiple variations within them, this is such a long process, but trust me, it is worth it. Now we need to bring all of our new pets to register them in the big mansion, right? Get my metaphor? Okay, remember to unload the model, come back to our two folders side by side, drag the body item back into item folder, come back to Vtube Studio, and load up your main model, which is the head. Pink cogwheel, Font tab, scroll down to the end because we have a bunch of new hotkey to make. You need to put the hotkey name here, match your outfit variation, or else you won't be able to tell them from each other. The hotkey action should be live to the item action, and the item action should be your clothing option. And you need to repeat this and create new hotkey for every option you have in your variations. You will also need to create a hotkey to remove your expression from that body item. The hotkey action is gonna be live to the item action, and the item action is gonna be remove all expression valent. Lastly, we also need a hotkey to wipe the main head to its clean state to make sure nothing overlap on each other on the automation or redeem process. I'll be calling it remove all items, and the hotkey action is remove all items from scenes, and the item scene group is deactivate all items. Almost there. Now we need to come to Streamer.bot. Everything will come together here. Hang in there, you can do this. It might hurt your head a little bit, but stay with me. I am holding your hands, don't worry. First, we will need to automate the changing outfit process. Let's create our core blueprint for automation. Right click on the name, click add, type in the name for your core blueprint. You can type in anything for the group name. It will automatically sort it in that group. Click OK, and you can see your action is created. Right click to add a group. Name it anything you want. You can also randomize the color to easier tell them from each other, or you can pick your own color that you like. Before you do anything, please check to see if anything you needed is successfully connected in Streamer.bot, such as OBS, Vtube Studio, and Twitch. Now we need to create our actions. Right click, add, integration, Vtube Studio, trigger hotkey. Choose your main model. If you have multiple models in the Light2D model folder, under this drop down, you will see all hotkeys you have made in your main model. The first action you will need is remove all items. Drag it to add it to the group. Right-click, duplicate, double-click. Now we will need to call our outfit item scene. Hit OK. And in my experience, sometimes Vtube Studio will take a couple of seconds to load it up. So just to be safe, we need some delay to make sure all of our actions is played out perfectly. Right-click, add, core, delay. I put in 1000 milliseconds. You can also test this out and put in your own numbers. Remember to drag it into the group. Okay, so this is what the final folder should look like. I also have it calling up my Valen head accessory. Another delay just to be sure. Then I'll also have it call up my open wings. These are all trigger hotkey. You can just duplicate it and double click to change it to something else. I also have it remove all head expression. Then I have it calling up my main head design. Also we'll need it to wipe the body item back to the clean state as remove expression Valen. Then we will need our outfit variation. The same logic applies to any other item that have variation. Not only that you need to create item scene for them, you will need to create a hotkey which reset it to the clean state, and then create an action here in Streamer.bot to call it up, as I do here to remove the expression of my Valen head accessory. After reset it to the clean state, of course you will need to call up the outfit variation. As I do here, I call up my Valen head accessory variation. Lastly, you can add in any hotkey that you want. Here the Valentine outfit can hold up a cute little chocolate ball in her hand, and I would like to have it as one of the randomization options, so I add in the hotkey here. Then for each combo you would like to use together at once, you need to right-click, duplicate group. It will be creating the duplicate in the end of the list, and go into there and change the details to tie it together. For easier self-changing outfit or to set up redeem for separate outfit, keep them on separate folders. You can even break it down even smaller, one action per one variation, so that your viewers can redeem the outfit separately. As for myself, I only want me and my viewers to randomize all outfits that I am having, so I'm keeping them in one big randomizing folder. You can see that I have over 100 options. Then at the end, outside of the random folder, you can do an action that set the model to the destinated position on the screen. You can do this setup by go back to Vtube Studio, move your model anywhere that you need them to be, double click, pin cogwheel again, go to the font type, scroll down all the way to the end, click the plus button, create a new hotkey action, move model. Of course you need to name it something so that you can tell it from other positions, and you can just hit record position. And we need to do this because after attaching everything in the automating process, most of the time your model will be standing somewhere you don't want it to be, like so maybe. So by automating in Streamer.bot, it will come back to the destination position. Okay, now a big PSA. If you like the outfits to be able to randomize just like me, come back to your blueprint folder, create an umbrella folder and name it random. Put your blueprint folder inside this umbrella folder. Right click the umbrella folder and hit random. You can see now there is a dice icon appear. Now we need to right click our blueprint folder. Now we'll be seeing a new option appear, which is weight. Click it and change it into 1. Make sure to do that, or else you will need to set it up manually later like I did. And please learn from my mistake to work smarter, not harder. You can read the instruction here if you like to make some of your outfits more rare than the rest. But I'm not that good at math, and also I like to keep everything equally. I can just simply put in 1. We are coming down to the very few last things for the magical transformation and the soundtrack. Please use this as an inspiration only, because I believe you can come up with ideas that suit your branding the most, because you know your branding the most. Okay, here is my already set up redeem action. The system only only work per OBS scene. So if you are having different scenes with your model standing in different positions with different sizing, the easiest way I can think of is doing your main scene first as a blueprint, then duplicate the whole thing and go into the details to change them into different scenes. That is why I set it up this way. First, we will need Streamer.bot to know exactly what OBS scene we are on. Right click, add OBS Studio, get current scene. That is this action right here. Next, we will need to do a little if-else logic. If we are on a different scene, the transformation won't happen. So as I'm trying to say, you need to set up this system for every OBS scene that you like your viewers to do the redeem. Because if you are not setting up this way, your model might end up somewhere on the screen that is on the wrong position. So right click, add core logic if else. For the input, we will need to put in %current scene and %. For the operation, we'll put in equals, and for the value, we put in the exact name of our OBS scene. For example, we'll put in scene A. Now you will see it has true result and false result. I have already put in the steps for my transformation retool, which I will be breaking down in a minute. But let's pay attention to the false result. We need to put in core logic break and drag it into the false result. Now if you are not in the correct OBS scene, nothing will happen. Okay, for the transformation, I separated this into transform before and transform after. In the middle, I have the action that will actually run the outfit randomization action for me. To be able to create this middle action, right click, add core action, run action, and you can choose it from the drop down list. Choose run action immediately and hit OK. Now for the soundtrack and the graphics, I use royalty-free sounds and green screen videos. You can search them up to find something royalty-free that will work for you, or buy them from artists, make them yourselves, or commission someone to make you unique assets. Just for you to understand the logic, I will go through my own settings. First, I need some hunting music playing in the background when I start the transformation ritual, so I choose this one. And to create the action that play a musical file, right click, add core sounds play sound, and you can also choose your audio output device. This will come in handy if you don't like to hear it when it is playing. And you can click here to browse the file. You can also set the volume and test to see if it is playing to your liking. Next, I will need an action to hide away my Vtube Studio model. To create that action, right click, add OBS source, set source visibility state. Here you can choose your connection or put it at default. For the scenes, you need to choose the exact scene that you are trying to set it up. And you can see that you can only choose one scene. So it is best to create a blueprint folder with all the action that you need, and then duplicate it and change it into each scene and each other details that you need it to be. On the source, you need to choose Browse to Vtube Studio and set the state to hidden. Hit OK. Next, I personally also like a transformation SFX to indicating that my model has turned into a bat. That is why I use this sound. I can also see that you can pair some graphic of a smoke screen going up and then a sound effect or poof, and the smoke will go up. The sky for creativity is the limit. Next, I will also need to actually show a flying bat on the screen, indicating that my model has now already turned into a bat. And for that, I use this one. To make the green screen go away, we need to right-click the source, filters, and click this plus button. To add a chroma key filter, hit OK, and you can play with the sliders to see which one gives you the best result. That's it for the transformation before. Now for the transformation after, I want something so dramatic that indicate my model has already done with the transformation ritual. That is why I use this video. Of course, you also need to put it in OBS scene and add in the chroma key filter. Now we'll need to make that OBS source visible. For the SFX, I'm using this sound. The logic for the delay here will need to vary depending on your own soundtracks and graphics. You would need to play it out multiple times to find your magic numbers. Next, while the bat swarm is still visible, I will need the single bat to be hidden. And next thing, I will need my Vtube Studio to reappear again after the bat swarm has gone away. That is the logic behind all these delays. So please play around and coming up with the delay system of your own. The last thing I need is to hide away the bat swarm. You can also add in anything that you want Streamer.bot to automatically run for you in the transform after. Like in here, I can put in a Twitch message so that anytime somebody redeems the transformation, a message will be sent in my Twitch chat. For your viewers to be able to redeem, go to your Twitch creator dashboard, create a new redeem, and then back to Streamer.bot, right click right here on triggers, add Twitch, channel reward redemption, and you can find the redeem under this drop down. For self-changing, you can put in test trigger. It can also be convenient to use to test how your setup is going by viewing it in OBS while you are offline. Right click, add core test, hit OK, and every time you need to test it, you can right click it and test trigger. That is all. There we have it. You have done a very great job following this tutorial. If there's any questions, don't hesitate to ask it down below. I'll try my best to see if I can point you in the right direction. Take care and see ya!